feel about getting older? Some people might tell you it's awful. Some people might tell you it's the richest time in their lives. I've heard everything. I'm Dr. Sharon Eve, and as you can tell by my silver hair, I'm definitely getting older. Let's look at what that means for us. I love these conversations on topics in psychology. We can talk about anything. These are just facts of life, and we get to choose how we want to deal with them. What's the spin on them that will bring us more joy, more fear, more shame? And aging is certainly one of those things. As an American, growing up in Southern California, it is a very youth-oriented place, and people work really hard to keep their looks young, their bodies young, their energies young, because that's what they think has value. For those of you who are getting up in years, and what I mean by that is over 40, over 50, over 60, over 70, with every passing decade, there's a lot of noise in our heads about what that means. The age you are now, how young or old do you feel? Or better yet, let's replace that question with how much are you enjoying your life at the moment you're in right now? It's looking from the inside rather than taking in everybody's view from the outside about some ideal that we're supposed to look like. I hear from women, as a therapist, I've done this work for decades, and one of the things that has continued to be apparent that I hear from women in particular over and over again is that as they get older, they feel less and less worthwhile, less and less desirable, more easily thrown away, and especially they feel really ignored. They walk into a room and no one looks, no one notices them like when they were 30 or 20. And women feel that, and it often feels like it happens overnight. That like one day you just find yourself being invisible. One of the things that I learned, I love to travel because I love to learn about different cultures. And one of the things that I've noticed in lots of other cultures, women as they get older are regarded really differently than in a lot of places here in the US, certainly in Southern California. In France, the older women there, they're meticulous. The way they take care of themselves and the way they present themselves. They know they're beautiful, and so that's the way they show up. In Italy, that's a whole wonderful thing there. It doesn't matter how old a woman is. There are men every day when they're walking down the street, whether they're 17 or 70, there are men telling them they are really beautiful. I'm 70. I don't remember the last time I was walking down the street and someone told me how beautiful I was. It's just a cultural difference. So aging for us, it's a combination of things. The things that we've been talking about that society puts on us, the way society judges our worth, our desirability, our productivity. I would suggest to you that as we get older, our creativity expands, our wisdom deepens, our compassion grows, and we can appreciate different things in life. We've had losses, we've gone through illnesses, we've gone through lots of things. And when somebody else is going through those things, in our hearts we can understand what that's like because we've been down that road before. So if you think of yourself as a pot with all kinds of yummy things in it, stewing and cooking, there are all these experiences you've had, all these things that you've come to understand, the beliefs that you've integrated, the travels, the music you've listened to, the art you've seen, the tenderness that you've experienced at someone's touch. All of those things are part of who you are. And there are people around who may not really want to hear about it, but there are people that understand what it's like. And so by you sharing yourself, they don't feel so alone, and they can help you feel not so alone. I want to replace that question of what your worth is as you get older. The real question we want to focus on is, how happy are you? Things may be more difficult. Our bodies are not always as strong as they used to be, but that doesn't mean our capacity to really enjoy life is diminished or gone. It just changes. So what is it that brings you happiness at whatever stage in life that you are, whether you're 25 or 75? What is it today, at this moment? And know that there's a good likelihood that it's going to change as the years go by. One last thought. As I've worked with people over the course of decades, one of the things I've noticed is that people who take care of themselves, and I don't mean by that anything in particular. It's not plastic surgery. It's not doing this, that, or the other thing. It's about understanding what you need in that moment. I need more rest, or I need more activity, or I need to be around more positive people. I need to be with people that like to have deep conversations. Those are the people that tend to come to my classes, and of all ages, from 18 to 84. They come and they share from wherever they are at this point in their lives. And I invite them to think about, okay, wherever you are, what makes you happy right now? So what is that for you? When we're older, we sometimes need some more care, medical care or activities or whatever it is that our bodies are needing to support our spirits to experience as much joy as possible in the days that we have. And with that, to enjoy the people who are in our lives, because we don't know how long we'll get with them. That's one of the things getting older reminds us, is that this isn't a dress rehearsal and it's going to be over at some point. So let's live it as richly as possible. Let's take care of ourselves so we can enjoy every day as much as possible. Thanks for joining me in this conversation. I'll see you soon. Bye.